and you're listening to Learn English. Learn it, feel it, live it. Today, we are going to tackle something that can be, let's be honest, super frustrating when you're learning English, and that's prepositions.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. These teeny tiny little words can cause some, pretty big mistakes. They're so tricky, and they can make your English sound just a little bit unnatural, even when you think you're saying everything perfectly. So let me tell you a quick story. This is something I hear all the time from my students, and it really shows you what the problem is.
So my student said this, and look, I totally understood what she meant, and for you, maybe the sentence sounds fine. But for a native speaker, something just feels a little off. It's not a huge glaring error, but it's there.
And that's the tricky part, right? These little prepositional mistakes are almost invisible to you, but they stand out to other people. But don't you worry, today I'm giving you 5 instant fixes for the most common errors, so you can sound more natural starting right now. All right, you ready? Let's jump into our very first fix, which is from that sentence we just heard. So the mistake is saying discuss about. What you really want to say is just discuss the issue.
And here's why. It's actually super simple. The word discuss already means to talk about something. So that little word about is already hiding inside the verb. You don't need to say it twice.
Okay, so here's your instant speaking fix. The next time you go to say the word discuss, just stop. Take a tiny pause and don't add about. Just go straight to your topic. All right, on to number 2. This is a really common one. Lots of people say married with, but the only correct preposition here is to.
Yeah, this one's just a set rule in English. It never changes. You are always married to someone, not with them. And here's a super easy way to remember it. Just picture 2 people being connected to each other, like with a rope or a string. That little word to is the connection. That picture will help it stick in your mind.
Number 3. Okay, I hear depend to and depend of all the time, but nope, the only right answer here is on. It depends on you.
This is one of those pairs in English you just gotta memorize. Think of depend and on like best friends. They are always together. You can't separate them.
So for your speaking fix, don't even think about it. Just burn this pair into your brain. Depend on. Say it out loud right now. Depend on. Depend on. Moving on to number 4. This one's all about your skills and talents. It's so tempting to say you're good in English or good in sports, but the right word is at.
This is a really specific rule. It doesn't matter if you're talking about being good at sports, great at painting, or even terrible at singing. If it's a skill, we use at.
So, here's the quick check for when you're talking. Just ask yourself, is this a skill? If the answer is yes, then you know what to do. The preposition is always at. And for our last fix today, now this one's a little tricky because you will hear native speakers say different than sometimes. But if you want to be correct, especially in formal situations, you should always say different from. Yep, in any kind of formal English, like on an exam or in a business presentation, different from is your safest, best bet. It just sounds cleaner and more educated. And here's a great way to think about it. If 2 things are different, it means they are separate from each other. That word from is the key. Separate from. Whew, okay, that was 5 quick fixes. Let's do a super fast recap to really lock this into your brain so you don't forget. Ready? Let's go. We say discuss, not discuss about. We say married to, not married with. We say depend on, not depend to or of. We say good at a skill, not good in. And finally, different from, not different than. Got it? Awesome. Okay, now it's time to put it into practice. Don't just listen, I want you to actually say these sentences out loud with me. Ready? First one. I discussed the problem with my manager.
Perfect. Okay, next one. Nice and clear. Say it with me. It depends on you.
And the last one. I want you to really believe this when you say it. Let's go. I'm good at English. See, it's all about training your mouth, not just reading with your eyes. All right, we've covered some really useful ground today. So what's the one big idea you should take away from all this? It's this. Prepositions are tiny words, I know, but fixing them makes a huge difference in how fluent and natural you sound. Seriously, getting just these 5 little words right will instantly level up your spoken English. Okay, now it's your turn to practice. I've got a little challenge for you. Down in the comments, write just one sentence using one of our fixes from today. It could be something like, our plan depends on the weather, or I'm good at cooking. Go on, give it a try. I'll be down there checking as many as I can.